4 forgotten, brutal punishments. During the early Crusades, 1096 to 1149, you never knew the word Crusades often brings to mind grand battles and heroic knights, but beneath those images lies a darker truth. Brutal punishments inflicted not on the battlefield, but on captives, dissenters, and innocents. These forgotten cruelties left scars far deeper than any sword wound. Between 1096 and 1149, the early Crusades were more than just wars. They were brutal struggles for power, control, and survival. Punishments were harsh and designed to break both body and spirit, a weapon as deadly as any sword. Europe was consumed by religious zeal and political chaos. When Pope Urban II called to reclaim Jerusalem, thousands rose, driven by faith, greed, and desperation. But when enemies were caught or soldiers faltered, punishments turned savage and unrelenting. One of the cruelest was the Damnation Pillory. Captives accused of heresy or treason were nailed to wooden frames in public, left exposed to scorching sun and freezing rain. It was torture through exposure, meant to humiliate and terrify. Geoffrey, a knight captured at Antioch, suffered this fate. Shackled and helpless, his skin blistered and cracked under the sun. Days passed with no relief. His proud spirit crumbled under the weight of fear and pain. Another horrifying punishment was the Iron Maiden. Though debated, records describe an early version lined with spikes, trapping victims inside and piercing their flesh slowly. Miriam, a young captive accused of spying, was said to have met this terrible end, her screams echoing through fortress walls. The scourging pit was a dark hole where dissenters were stripped and whipped until broken. Brother Thomas, a monk opposing the Crusaders' violence, was thrown into this pit. Though his body bent beneath the lash, his spirit endured, a quiet resistance amid brutality. Lastly, the drowning cage trapped prisoners underwater repeatedly, forcing near suffocation over and over. One unknown Crusader soldier, accused of desertion, was broken by this horror, his mind and body shattered. These punishments were tools of control, instilling fear and obedience far from home, in hostile lands. They sent clear messages. Betrayal and dissent meant merciless justice. Despite moments of hesitation or regret, these punishments shaped the harsh reality of the Crusades. Public and severe, they maintained order but left deep scars, both on individuals and history itself. Though overshadowed by tales of valor and conquest, these forgotten cruelties haunt the legacy of the early Crusades. They remind us that war's darkest horrors often lie beyond the battlefield, in the suffering inflicted on those caught in its grip. The story of these punishments reveals a brutal truth. War's cruelty reaches into the soul, leaving wounds that time can never fully heal.
History connects us all. What's your view on this event topic? Comment your thoughts below. Please like, share, and subscribe for more interesting facts.